where there's always a place at the table to nourish your mind, fuel your body, and feed your spirit. I'm your host, mindful eating coach, and well life mentor, Ebeth Johnson. In today's show, we're going to explore what does it mean to live your most delicious life. Living deliciously isn't just about what's on your plate. Delicious living is about feeling good in your body no matter where you are on your weight and wellness journey. It's about feeling good no matter where you are in your stage of life. Delicious living is a concept, a lifestyle, a movement, and now a TV show that I created because I want you to be inspired and empowered to create and live a life more delicious than you ever imagined possible. A life where you find yourself saying, that's delicious, and I wasn't even eating. My hope is that this sounds pretty tasty to you, but you still may be wondering, how do I transition from where I currently am to this delicious life that you're talking about? Well, that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today, and we're also going to make this incredible Avocado Edamame Dip with ginger and mint that I am famous for, and you'll be famous for it too when you make it at home. Welcome, everybody. And I'd like to welcome to the show my dear friend, makeup artist to the stars, and even regular folks like me, my girl, Shauné.
Thank you.
So glad to have you on
Thank
the
you for having
show.
me.
I cannot believe that you're here. This
I'm
is so
here,
great.
and I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Thank
Me
you.
too. So I know that one of the things you've changed on your road to fitness has been how you eat.
Yes.
And we spent a lot of time talking about food.
Absolutely.
So I thought we could start things off by just making this awesome dip together.
Okay, sounds good.
And I'm going to put you to work.
Already?
Already, girl. I don't wait.
Okay.
So what I want to have you do is slice these cucumbers.
Okay.
I'll just demo it for you.
All
real
right.
quick. We're going to use these in place or in addition to the crackers
Okay.
as a way to dip.
Okay.
This is a great way to just add more veggies to your life. So you can really slice them any way you want.
Okay.
But I like to
I
slice
like that.
them, in a little bit of a diagonal so that they're longer and you can get more dip on your cucumber.
Okay.
And then for these peppers, in fact, I'll just show you over here.
All right.
Really quickly, a super easy way to cut peppers.
Please.
Because I know people struggle with peppers sometimes. Anything kind of round, people have
Right.
difficulty with. So this is super easy. I just cut the top off. I cut the bottom.
Ah.
And then this is the cool part.
Okay.
Put it. You can see all the veins in the
Right.
seeds. So I'm just going to cut around them. And then you don't have to bother with trying
nice.
to,
Clean out the middle.
clean it out. Yeah. Boom.
Nice.
Done.
Okay, you've changed my life just with this.
And then we're just going to make these into little dippers.
Okay.
And once you've done that, you can put them on the plate next to you.
All right.
And so let me show you guys what we are going to be using to make this amazing dip. So we have some, you can go ahead. We've got
Okay,
this
get the knife.
avocado. Oh, you have one, I think. Or did I take it?
You did. She took my knife.
So we have some avocado, which is beautiful, perfectly ripe. By the way, great tip for picking avocados is to take the little seed, I guess you could say, at the top, remove it, and it should be nice and bright green, and your avocado should be firm to the touch.
Nice. I love avocado, so
They're
I'm
so
excited to
good.
try this dip. I just want to let you know.
Well, thank you.
Uh-huh.
I'm excited to share it with you. We have some edamame, we have some mint, some cilantro, ginger, garlic, a little olive oil, and some sea salt. And this is a super easy recipe. We're basically gonna dump all of this stuff into our food processor, whiz it up for a few seconds, and the next thing you know, we've got dip. Super easy. So let me show you. We're gonna squeeze. I don't really bother to cut the avocados if I'm gonna use them in a dip.
Okay.
I just squeeze it in.
Oh,
Boom.
so
Easy.
simple. Okay, gotcha.
And it keeps your hands a little bit cleaner, a little less mess. This is super easy. I love avocados. They are a form of healthy fat. They take on lots of flavors easily. And this is my take on a guacamole. I don't know about you, but over the summer, I kind of got so tired of guacamole everywhere. Every picnic, every
Right.
barbecue had guacamole. And I said, let me figure out a recipe that's a little bit different. So this is actually very refreshing and light because of the ginger and the mint.
Okay.
So this is going to be awesome. Do you make homemade guacamole at home?
I do not, but I may after this show
I hope you do.
because I do love guacamole. So.
And I know you've changed a lot about how you eat over the last year or so, because you've been on this incredible road to fitness. So
I have.
What was your life like before you decided to go on that journey?
Before, I never cooked. I would always tell myself, I just didn't like to cook. That's the story that I would tell myself. I hate cooking, I don't like to cook, so it gave me a reason to eat out and, unfortunately make bad choices with that. But since being on this road to fitness journey, I have fallen in love with food, with cooking, and I do credit you for that. I honestly do.
Thank you.
Your recipes make food fun again. So,
Thank
yes,
you so much.
absolutely. It's very true.
And this is a new recipe for you.
So it is. So I haven't had this one, so I'm excited to try it.
So this is a bunch of cilantro here.
I love cilantro.
I love cilantro. I have to say, I don't think I have any friends who don't like cilantro.
Good for you.
Hopefully y'all out there like cilantro so we can be friends.
Right.
Because I know it's one of those herbs, people say, oh, it tastes soapy, but
No.
I don't have that problem.
Good.
A little bit of chopped ginger. And I don't know if you can see, but I left the skin on the ginger. A lot of people peel the skin off of it, but you really don't have to. If the ginger skin is thin, if it's organic, if you've washed it well, don't worry about it. It's just an extra step, and peeling ginger is such a pain.
It is.
So I don't even bother with it.
It is.
A little garlic as well.
All right.
And the olive oil, I know it might sound funny because we already have a fat in here.
Right, with the avocado.
Yes, but this is going to add a little bit more creaminess.
Okay.
And a little flavor too.
Gotcha.
Not a whole lot. Oh my gosh. It smells
It
good.
smells
Looks
amazing.
beautiful already. And of course, a pinch of salt.
Okay.
Generous pinch because nothing here has any salt. So we're just enhancing the flavor.
And what type of salt is that?
This is a Himalayan sea salt, which is
Okay,
my
I
favorite
thought
salt to
so.
use,
Okay,
of
gotcha,
course.
yes.
It's got this gorgeous pink flavor,
Yes.
and more importantly, it is more nutrient dense.
Okay.
And for people who are concerned about heart, like hypertension, Himalayan salt doesn't impact the body in the same as traditional salts.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't increase your blood pressure.
Okay. Nice to know.
So hold on to your hats
All
because
right.
it's going to be a little
We're
loud.
ready.
And just like that, we're going to have dip.
Super simple.
Super simple.
So do you want me to put these cucumbers on the plate
Yes,
while we do that?
put those on the plate,
Awesome.
kind
I
of
will do that.
around, because I'll
Around.
put the dip in here.
In the middle? Okay. All right.
And
about
then we get to eat
presentation.
it.
My
Yes, 'cause we
cucumbers
eat.
went from a little bit how you showed me to more round.
That is fine. It is not a big
But
deal.
it's still edible.
As long as we can eat them, that's all I care about. Oh, wow, this is beautiful.
And they're thick enough to still dip.
Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to take a little taste of this because you always go on these cooking shows. You watch cooking shows and
Right.
they say, it's delicious.
It's delicious.
It's like, I didn't see you eat any of it.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to put a little more salt in here, but this is really delicious. I think you're going to love it. And a little cracked pepper.
All right.
This is something you can use as a dip, but you could also use it as a replacement for a mayonnaise in a sandwich.
Oh, that sounds good.
You could use this for your avocado toast.
I was going to say that, yeah.
And it'll be nice because since we added the organic soybeans to this, it's got more protein than it would traditionally. So it'll be a great start for your breakfast or a snack, anything. And then we'll be good. Ooh. I love quick and easy recipes like this. I think I missed one thing. I'm going to add a little bit of lime juice to this as well.
All right.
So what I do with my limes, by the way,
Okay.
in order to get the juice out of them quickly and easily, I roll them a little bit
Okay.
before I juice them because it breaks up the pulp inside and gets that juice out. Look how juicy already. I haven't even squeezed it yet.
It's going to be amazing.
Now we're just going to give this quick squeeze. And quite a bit came out there easily. This is going to brighten this up, freshen it up a little bit.
Okay.
And
It smells so
it's
good.
also going to keep it from discoloring.
Okay.
So you can keep it in the fridge for a
And-
couple of days if you have leftovers and not worry about it turning
And I was
brown.
going to ask, how long would this dip last? So a couple of days.
Well, if you have any leftovers,
If.
it will be a couple
More than
of
likely
days.
not. Okay.
It'll last a couple of days in the fridge. And that should be it. Beautiful. And if you like your dip a little more on the chunky side, you can always blend it a little less.
Okay.
I prefer it a little more on
Little
the creamy
creamier.
side. All right, how's your cucumber? Oh,
I tried to arrange
beautiful.
it, you know.
I love it. Let's move it over
Tried to
here.
get a little bit of presentation.
I love it. It looks great. And we'll put the dip right next to it.
This here out the way.
Out
Yep.
the way. Thank you. Now let's just scoop this out. Oh, yes. Yes. Y'all at home wish you had smell-o-vision, let me tell you.
Seriously.
Because you can smell the mint and the ginger and the freshness and the cilantro. Yes. So beautiful. And since party season is happening pretty soon, in the Christmas season, this is great dip to bring to a party or to a friend's. So I'm going to let you do the honors.
Okay.
Try the first bite.
Get a cucumber here.
Yes.
All right, let me get a good little bit on there.
There
we go.
I'm going to get one too. I can't let you eat alone.
It's good.
Refreshing.
It is very delicious. I'm trying a pepper now.
Yes, try with
No
the pepper.
shame in my game.
No shame. And besides, it's just vegetables, right?
Exactly.
So we can use as many of these as we want to dip.
This is
I was
very
thinking,
good.
we can take this dip
to
the far side.
Okay.
And have a seat and continue our conversation.
Sounds good. All right.
I could still chew.
It's delicious. It's delicious. It's delicious. It's delicious.
We are talking about what does it mean to live deliciously. So when I think about living deliciously, there are 5 kind of key pillars that I talk about, and they can be summed up in this my favorite sound, and it's a sound that all of us can resonate with, the sound that we make when we eat something so delicious. You know what I'm talking about. When you take a bite of your mama's whatever that you love, and you throw your head back, and you're just like, You put your foot in that. Right? So that sound of the each of those M's is representative of one of the 5 pillars that when you put them into practice, you can live an incredibly delicious life, more than you ever imagined. And Shauné has been practicing with these pillars for quite some time, and I want to talk to you a little bit about your experience and how you've played with them. So mindset is huge. People think that you just change what's on your plate and suddenly you change your life. And really, I think that living your most delicious life starts with changing how you think. And so I'm curious, how has mindset played a role in your road to fitness journey?
Well, it's played a huge role. First and foremost, I had to undo a lot of things that I told myself when it came to eating healthier and losing weight. And one of the things I used to say all the time is that I will never be able to lose weight naturally and keep it off, because I had tried for years. Okay, I'm someone who has yo-yo dieted for years since a kid, and now I'm a good adult. We won't say what age.
No, you don't need to know.
But I'm good and grown. But I have just had struggles with yo-yo dieting, and so I got to the point where I would just tell myself I'm never going to be able to figure out how to lose weight, and I started to believe that. And it got to the point to where I thought something was medically wrong, and I almost wanted something to be medically wrong, because then I would have a reason, an explanation as to why I could not get this weight off. So just kind of relearning or unlearning that mindset, and when I finally did figure out how to lose this weight naturally, just kind of telling myself, that there was a way for me to do it, but it had to start here in terms of just rewriting the stories that I had told myself for years. So mindset was key. It had to start there before anywhere else. And even in starting this journey, this time it really wasn't about losing the weight, but it was just about working on me and working on me mentally and spiritually. The weight loss came as a result of that.
Yes, I think that's a huge shift in mindset that so many people watching here can really resonate with, because I think when we think about changing the way we eat, we really focus just on losing the weight.
Exactly.
We're not thinking about our whole person.
Right.
Or that weight loss is really a collateral benefit.
Absolutely.
Of all the good stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
So the other M is for meditation and mantras.
Okay.
Do you meditate?
I do. Not in the way people probably think of meditation.
Yes.
With chanting
right.
and,
Right.
and all of that. Yeah.
I mean, when I first thought about meditating. People always told me it was something I should do because I'm so, high strung.
Right.
And it's true, and I do practice meditation. But my first introduction, I thought, what am I going to be doing? Sitting
Right.
around talking about,
Right.
I don't think I can do that.
Right, exactly. Yes.
So what does your meditation practice look like, and how do you keep it consistent?
Right. So for me, it really looks like taking time to be alone by myself, quieting my mind, and then really just kind of focusing on my breathing. Really doing deep, slow breathing is how I kind of meditate and just take time to quiet my mind, clear my thoughts. When I'm doing the breathing, what I tell myself is when I'm inhaling, I want to inhale all of the things that are positive and that are kind of feeding my life. So I'm inhaling joy and love and peace and gratitude. And with each exhale, I'm letting go of any negative energy or negative emotion that might be, kind of surrounding me. So just really slow, deep breathing. I love to do it either in my room, or there's a favorite trail that I walk where a tree has, was felled by a storm. And I'll sit by this tree and I'll just do, deep breathing. And so it's been amazing because it really has cleared energy blocks for me. It's cleared, it's allowed me to just kind of have ideas and creativity to kind of start flowing. And it quiets my mind and just gives me just moments of stillness that I need that are sometimes difficult, being a wife and a mom and an entrepreneur and all of that. So, yes.
I love that you make your meditation a breath practice
Yes.
because we're breathing constantly, right? So it means that we can meditate anytime.
Anytime,
we just bring
absolutely.
that consciousness to how we're breathing.
How we're breathing.
We're breathing in,
Exactly.
we're breathing out.
Right.
That is beautiful, and it makes it
Okay.
really simple.
It's very simple.
So the third M is for meal planning.
Okay.
Meal planning mojo, I like to call it, when you have a sense of how to feed yourself
Right.
to achieve your goals. But I noticed that when people think about changing the way they eat, they have two main fears.
Right.
One is, I'm going to feel deprived, so I'm
Right.
not trying to go on no diet.
Right.
And number two is, healthy food does not taste good.
Right.
So I'm curious, has that been true for you? Did you have those fears? What have you found around that?
Right. So on this most recent, health and wellness journey, I didn't have the fear of deprivation because I have done diets forever. I've been there, done that,
Right.
So, and this time I was determined not to do that again, not to feel restricted, like I can't have this, I can't have that, not to deprive myself. So that wasn't the fear. But the other part, in terms of healthy food is boring, that was more of the challenge for me. Because when I think about, trying to be healthy and well, I don't want to just have salad all the time.
No.
I was just very limited in knowing what to eat and how to make it good and how to make it flavorful. So that probably was a challenge. I wouldn't say a fear, but more so a challenge. Like, how do I do this to where I'm eating wonderful food, it tastes good, and it's not boring?
So how did you do that?
Well, I have to credit you, not just because I'm on your show.
Thank you.
But it is honestly the truth, and I share this with people. I've told my story many times, but you helped me find the missing link between the food piece and how to live healthy and well. You helped me in terms of just simple recipes that I could make, how to flavor the food, better understanding, why these vegetables, why these fruits, why this type of meat, why these, herbs, and just really, it was just a different approach that you take when it comes to food that got me excited about it.
Aw.
And so I really do say that you are the missing link that helped me in terms of figuring out the food piece, because I've worked out forever.
Yes.
I always have moved my body,
Right.
but the food piece was where I could not figure out how to do that. So.
Yes. That is such a good point, because I
Yeah.
think so many of us think we can just exercise for hours and
Right,
days on end
exactly.
and get the results we want.
Right.
And whether we're talking about weight loss or
Right.
wellness or just feeling good,
Yes.
you can't just exercise.
No.
You got to feed the body well
Exactly.
too.
Yes,
Right?
and that was missing for me.
And it also sounds like you had a bit of a mindset shift there too around the deprivation. How
Yes.
did that happen for you?
Well, just having been on every diet under the sun, I feel, and just, hating the feeling of, I really want this, but I can't have it. Or, oh, they say that this isn't good for you, so I can't have that. So just getting away from those feelings, letting go of the guilt and shame if I do decide to have a half of a donut. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Or the
Enjoying it,
whole
moving on,
thing.
or the whole thing. Not feeling bad about it, not feeling guilty about it. So I was just done with that and just
Yes.
over it. And so I
Really.
think that is what really allowed me to kind of move past that.
Because guilt is not delicious,
It's
y'all.
not.
I don't
Not
want
at
any
all.
of that. The next M is for movement. Now, I know
my
movement
favorite.
is something you're into.
Yes.
Of course, you said earlier we're both moms, we're both
Yes.
entrepreneurs, so we know what it's like to be busy
Right.
and not have a lot of time for extra things.
Right.
And so, what I hear from a lot of people is, I ain't got time
Right.
for no workout.
Right.
You know, I know you get up early to work out, but no. So, I'm curious, how do you create time and space for your movement practice?
It's to the point now where it's a necessity. It's something that I have to do, just like brushing my teeth every day. It's become that part of my routine where I have to do it. It's just a part of my life now. You know, it's not a drag. It's something that it helps me to thrive. It helps me to just feel good about myself. It helps to get my day started. It helps me to release stress and all of that. Just the benefits of getting up every day, moving my body. Physically, it's been great, but mentally, it's been just amazing. And so it's no question about it for me. It's like it's a part of my life. It's something that I do. No compromise there, you know? And so for people who say that they, don't have the time, they have to find value in it. They have to get to some place where they see that it's important. And that's how it is for me. It's like, it's a matter of life or death. That it's giving me life.
Yes.
It absolutely is.
Yes.
So, yeah.
What would you say to someone who is just starting out? Like, how did you get into the groove?
Gotcha. I would say start slow. I mean, like for me, my journey, I started walking with a friend. So maybe they could reach out to a friend and say, hey, let's just go take a walk around the track. And it was very simple in terms of how I started. We just started walking together. Just very simple, very humble, 3 miles, taking our time, no pressure, not timed. It was just like, let's just go for a walk. And so from there, it became a daily thing. Like, okay, you ready to go for another walk? And it just kind of started the process of where I am today. And from that, we did the walk, we did a green smoothie cleanse.
Oh, wow.
And that is really where it started, just humbly with a friend.
Doing something with a friend. Now, I love
Yeah.
that you said that. You gave me a great segue, whether you meant to or not,
Okay.
to the last M, which I think is often, people forget about membership communities.
Yes.
When I say membership communities, I really mean the people that you spend the most time with.
Right.
And I'm curious if, as you have become healthier, as you've changed the way that you eat and move, have you had to change anything about your relationships? Have they has there been any change in
Right.
the relationships that you have around you?
It hasn't been a change to the point of having to let people go or let friendships or relationships go, but it's really been about sharing, this is where I am in my life now, and I want to share this with you. And as a result of that, people have been like, it really has inspired people. It's been like, oh, I see how you have just changed your life, and I'm excited. And, so it's become a matter of just kind of sharing my story and then them being inspired and wanting to make changes themselves. So I would say, my circle hasn't changed, but it's allowed me to say, this is where I am, this is who I am now, and I'd love for you to, be a part of this in your own way.
Yes, and now I know your kids are part of that circle.
Oh, yes.
So how has that been with your kids?
It has been, it's been good in the sense of they're willing to at least try some of the like new foods and things that I cook. They're, I try to make them a part of the process. And when we're going to the grocery store, pick out a vegetable for us to cook, so that they can
Yes.
feel like they're a part of that.
I love it.
So, with that, then they feel like, okay, then I can, I can do this as well. But yeah, it's been good. It's been gradual. And again, they see the changes that I've made. They see me working out every day, and they see the amount of weight that I've lost. And I'm always talking to them about the importance of, taking care and feeding their mind, body, and soul. So I want this to be with them as they continue to get older.
Yes. Well, I am just so proud of you. I'm so
Thank you
honored to
so
have
much.
a part in your journey.
Yes.
And thank you so
Huge
much.
part.
Thank you. And just thank you so much for being on the show and sharing your story, because I know it's such a powerful story and so many people need to hear it. So for those of you at home, when you would like to get the recipe for today's show, you can find it in my Facebook group, which is Delicious Living at facebook.com. I think, something like that. I'll get that right when it's live. And so I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Delicious Living. And until then, here is to your most delicious life. See you again soon.